I was getting relentless calls and letters.
Sharon Creveling ended her marriage 14 years ago, thousands of dollars in debt. But she thought she had put all of that debt behind her.
They would call me 3 and 4 times an hour.
She paid off most of what she owed, but recently, a new creditor has started calling.
I understand where they're coming from, but I also asked them to work with me from the very beginning, and they wouldn't do it.
Sharon's among dozens of consumers who've reported repeated calls from Asset Acceptance, according to Florida's Attorney General. Records show the company buys old debts, then tries to extract money from people who may no longer owe anything.
They're tricking people into making payments. If you make a payment on a very old debt, it could resurrect that debt.
Consumer lawyer Billy Howard, who's done legal battle with Asset Acceptance, says many payment demands come from this call center in Riverview. Sharon sought legal help.
I don't talk to them anymore. I tell them they need to talk to Charles, and they won't even contact him.
That's because attorney Charles Gallagher suspects the company is violating the law.
In Florida, there's a 4-year term for breaching a contract. You have 4 years from the date of the breach of the contract to bring an action against somebody.
After buying his client's debt for pennies on the dollar, Gallagher claims Asset Acceptance now wants to buy more time to collect.
If they can get one payment during that 4-year time frame, the clock restarts again for them, and they've got a fresh statute of limitations to work with.
Asset Acceptance has been sanctioned before. In January, without admitting guilt, the company paid a $2.5 million fine to the Federal Trade Commission for suspected violations of debt collection and credit reporting laws. The I-Team requested an interview with Asset Acceptance, but a spokeswoman told us that nobody was available in Florida or at the corporate headquarters in Michigan. Instead, she referred the I-Team to a news release on the company website. This agreement gives consumers even more visibility into how we will work with them and sets new standards for the industry. Gallagher advises everyone should be careful when communicating with debt collectors.
They're going to lull you into a sense of security by saying making one payment will help you, will help fix your things. And in reality, making that one payment will be a nail in their coffin.
Sheila Munoz says Asset Acceptance went after her for a debt that wasn't even hers.
Well, you know, credit card typically has 16 digits and only had the last 4 digits. That was the only thing in the whole complaint that tied this debt to me.
The company took her to court.
They were saying we owed $25,000 approximately, and we never had a credit card with anything close to that on it.
Sheila represented herself and won. She claims Asset Acceptance not only dropped its lawsuit, but paid her to withdraw the one she filed.
Now that I look back, it's like, oh my gosh, I did it. I mean, you know, it's a feeling of satisfaction.
Now, the first thing a consumer needs to do is make collectors prove a debt is valid. That is advice echoed by Polk County resident Sheila Munoz, who actually published a book to help consumers. For more advice, go to our website, abcactionnews.com. I'm I-Team investigator Jackie Calloway, ABC Action News.